Hey y'all, so welcome back. So today I have this board that I'm going to be painting and distressing, and then I'm going to add I've cut out the word America with my Silhouette Cameo, and I'm going to put them going down this. Well, I'm going to paint it, I'm going to distress it, then I'm going to put my letters on, and then I'm going to antique it a little bit, then seal it, and this is going to go outside on my front porch. I hope it turns out good. This will be my first time actually using some of the things that I've actually cut out. So yeah, just thought I would film this and see how it goes. So let's get started. Oh, one quick thing before I tilt the camera down. I'm going to be using, I have this white Valspar paint, and I'm just going to paint it with this. Since I'm going to be, this is an interior paint, but since I'm going to be roughing it up, antiquing it, and sealing it, and it's going to be under my covered porch, I mean, I think it'll be okay. So that's what I'm going to be using to paint this up. So let me get this painted. This is my back side. I'm just going to kind of give it a rough paint job. I'm not too worried about it being too precise because, like I said, I'm going to rough it up. I'm going to antique it. I did sand the front side smooth just so it would have a good base to stick to. While I let that dry, I also have this flag, and when I originally bought it, these lines here were actually red, but they have faded from the sun because I used to put this on my front door and the evening sun comes in on it and it's really faded it. So what I'm gonna do, I don't mind the white being faded, I don't mind the blue and the stars being faded, but I really think this needs to be red. So what I'm gonna try, fingers crossed that it works out. I have the red Imperial paint that I bought. I'm gonna kind of go over the spots that are supposed to be red. I can lightly distress it if it's too red, and then I can also go over it to dull it down some with my antique wax. So I'm just gonna use my little stippling brush from the Dollar Tree and just kind of go over it and just put a little more red back into it because I love this piece, but it's just missing something not having the red stripes. So that's what I'm going to try now. So I'm going to point the camera down and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to shake my paint up real good. And I'm just going to pour a little bit out on this notebook so I don't have anything else, but it's okay. Just a little bit. And that red is really bright, but I can always dull it down. So here we go. And I figured I'm gonna have to kind of dull it down some and sand it a little bit. And the stippling might not be the best way. I might just need to get a little brush so I can kind of do it and stay within the lines. So let me go get a brush and I'll be right back. Okay, I got this little medium-sized paintbrush, and I'm gonna try that, and that way I can kind of get at it a little bit better. I don't care if we see a little bit of the other stuff underneath because, like I said, I can lightly sand these and just kind of antique them a little bit and get it down. trying not to paint over the wire because it doesn't look like it was painted over. This, and then when I get finished with this, then I'll come back and we'll do the next step. Okay, I got it all painted and I think it looks so much better as is. I'm still gonna kind of like lightly sand around the edges of it just because I did get out of line some, but I like the darker underneath. And yeah, I just really love the way the red just brought it all out. I mean, it just looks amazing. So while this dries, I'm gonna get back to my other DIY. Okay, so now my piece is dry enough. So I went out there and got this piece of 150 grit sandpaper because I just wanna rough it up. I don't want it to be too rough, but at the same time, I don't want it to be smooth either. So I'm gonna rough this up real quick, and then I'm gonna put my letters on. Like that, because now I have some of my wood grain coming through. So I'm gonna get me a cloth and wipe all this off, clean up my mess, and then I think I might antique it and then put my letters on. Okay, so to antique it, I'm gonna use some of my antique wax. It's gonna take just a little bit. And I'm gonna use, I don't know if I'm gonna use a brush or, I may just put a little brush on it and then use a paper towel to kind of smear it in. That's what I did on my little picture, not picture frames, my little frame, the window things in my bathroom. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I gotta get a paper towel. Okay, so I'm going to pour me out a little bit of the antique wax, use my paintbrush, my paper towel to kind of smear it in. How it looks. I'm only going to antique the one side, so I'm going to let that dry and then dry really well, and then I'm going to put my letters on, and then I will seal it up with some Mod Podge. Okay, so this whole silhouette thing is new to me, the measuring, the getting the stuff right. So I thought this board was gonna be long enough, but once I put my letters on, I had this big spot right here at the bottom, and I didn't like the way it was just there. So what I did, I mean, I know I could have spaced my letters out anyway, but I think it's gonna turn out better this way. So my sweet hubby cut me this star because I had this star, but it was just a little too big. So he cut me out a smaller one. So I am going to paint it, and then I'm going to put it here over my rope. So let me get this painted. I'm probably gonna paint it red. And we'll put it on here, and then we'll have our sign done. So what do y'all think? It's looking good so far. I'm really kind of impressed with myself. So let me get the star painted and get it dry and put on the sign. Okay, so once I got my little star painted red, I'm letting it dry, I was thinking it needed something extra. You know, it's called accessorizing. So if y'all remember, I have these little stars extra that I painted. So I got a red one and a blue one, and I'm going to hot glue it in the center of my red star. And I think that is gonna be the finishing touch. I think that's gonna make it look amazing. Y'all hear Buster. Let's see what Buster's up to. Come here, Buster. Here's Mr. Buster. Say hey, everybody. Say hey, everybody. Why you got tears? Huh? Why you got tears? Yeah. So let me get this glued, the little stars glued onto my red star, glued onto my sign, and then we'll be finished. I'll show you what it looks like. What you think, bub? Mama doing good? You proud of me? Huh? He's got his little bow tie on today. There you go. This is our America sign, and I think it turned out cute. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video today, and these few little DIYs I had going on. Come back and see me next time. I don't know what we'll be doing, but it'll be something fun. So until then, bye y'all.